Today,
Who's that girl?
today, which took place
She's only here for a day. It's presenter Caroline Feraday.
Live from the Sky News Centre, this is Sky World News.
Welcome to Sky World News. The US State Department has urged President Mugabe to implement Zimbabwe's power-sharing deal in full if he wants better relations with Washington. Mr. Mugabe has said he's seeking a new era of cooperation with Western nations. 8 months into Zimbabwe's coalition government, Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai has told Sky News he's frustrated at the slow pace of change. He accused some members of the old regime of blocking progress, but says he believes President Mugabe wants to make the deal work.
She's only here for a day. It's presenter Caroline Feraday. Oh, this is... She's a fitness guru? No. Oh, she's a celebrity parachutist. Daredevil. Oh, it's Caroline Feraday. I love her eye-in-the-sky traffic reports.
I may not come out with my dignity, but I'd at least like to come out with all my own teeth.
I'm afraid I can't guarantee that, Caroline. Let's see what happens. She's off.
Honestly, my knees and my legs were like jelly. They were like jelly just being there. And my heart was racing. Yeah, no, I'm thrilled with my performance. I think everybody would like to come second to last.
Good evening from BBC London News. Police have revealed that they're treating the fatal shooting of a teenager in East London as a case of mistaken identity. Well, they have now, behind me at this hospital, launched an inquiry into what happened with this incident. The surgical forceps were left inside the patient's body after an operation that happened in April, but it was only discovered a few weeks later when that patient returned for a routine X-ray. And a huge night for the Brits, who basically beat Hollywood at their own game last night. It's kind of the morning after the night before here, probably lots of sore heads and sore feet. And a couple of weeks ago, you may recall that I spoke exclusively with David Seidler, who wrote that film, The King's Speech, that scooped, well, all the gongs last night, including, of course, all the biggies. I went to the Teen Choice Awards today, which took place in Hollywood, and a host of celebrities were there, including our very own Simon. It's the first time, actually, that a Bond theme has won anything at the Oscars, and apparently it took Adele Adkins and Paul Epworth 10 minutes to write the Skyfall theme. It's incredible, isn't it? A little bit longer than that to record it and lay it down, but 10 minutes to write the song.
Langostine's tale, I couldn't imagine it would be quite so fairy tale, but it really was. I feel really special.
And who's had no problem sucking on some chicken's nuts has really been slightly petrified by the thought of being served tongue.
I had to give Dan my tongue, and I had to give Dan my snout. I just couldn't get over it. I'm gonna have some ice cream out the window box. Yes, I can.
But I do hate it when people sort of just stand around and you're talking to them and they're just, you know, on their phone typing away.
Rude.
Yeah, it's rude.
Rude.
It is rude.
Okay. Detention for them.
Yes. I'm actually a little bit nervous about going in here because... is anybody naked? No, so I don't think we'll bother going in then, will we, girls? No, seriously, come in. It is actually quite scary, and there's like a smell of sort of sweaty thigh.
Would you trust anyone else to book your holiday, your precious week off? And would you let anyone choose?
No, you want a bit bespoke, don't you?
Yeah, and it's really personal, like what you like doing with your week off, isn't it? It's like some people like being on the beach, some people don't get on with the sunshine, so they want to do other things.
Some people like museums, some don't.
Yeah, I just don't understand that.
Absolutely, really big night for Kelly Brook. Here is the lady herself. I'll be having a chat with her in just a moment, looking particularly glamorous. There was just a moment on that intro where I thought you were talking about me, and then it became clear that you weren't. Yes, Keith Lemon, the movie, Kelly Brook's first role as the leading lady. But I did actually talk to Keith Lemon as he made his entrance as well, and he told me even he is getting excited and nervous about being here. I don't think you could overdress for them. This is on a par with the Oscars in terms of frocks and getting it right. And tomorrow, everybody will be talking about who wore what to the Beckham's party. It's easy for the guys. They can just go in the dicky bow, but the girls can really kind of go for it and dress up. But of course, Victoria will make sure she's belle of the ball.
Surely, if you sort of took yourself and said, I won't do it for a week, then you would enjoy it when you had it all the more a week later.
No, I'd enjoy it perfectly well at the time, Alan, trust me.
So have you never, every time you have a temptation, you give in?
The trouble with banning people from doing something is that's what you want to do. If someone says, don't touch that, don't look in there, don't eat that, what are you going to do? Touch it, look there, eat it. So whether it's going shopping, a trip to the cinema or an afternoon bowling, not only do the buddies make new friends, but those who volunteer also find the experience immensely rewarding.
Ace Queen is sort of one of those hands where you're really glad to see it, but as soon as you start getting pressure, you think you're in big trouble.
Well, she's followed it up. It's a creative play from Caroline Feraday.
It was lovely stuff. At the time, I was thinking, well, Rob Key's the one guy who's not going to step a foot out of place, but even he mesmerized by Caroline's charms.
I don't think she's had to turn her hand over yet either, Jessie, so I don't think they quite know where they are with her.
My weakness, really, is that I've got quite an expressive face. And it gives the game, I'm quite bad for my eyes. No matter how much I try and think to myself, I'm not showing it, that my eyes go. And so I have to rein that in as best I can. I really should think about playing poker with a big paper bag over my head and just hope that that works.
And there'll be live performances from artists including Kanye West and Rachel Stevens. And we've been given exclusive access to bring you all the action and gossip from this star-studded spectacular.
If it was supposed to be all glamorous backstage, I think you'd have red carpets.
Well, it's pretty glamorous. I mean, in here we've got our production officer. Say hi, everybody.
Hello! So at least, like, for the football game, you're used to people shouting and screaming and...
Not abusive, that's the thing.
There's something special about a London premiere, isn't there?
Especially in Leicester Square.
With the stars of the film, Dame Judi Dench, Dame Maggie Smith. Tell us a little bit about your character in this movie.
I'm playing another old bag.
And to be sitting in this room tonight with all those idols around you, you know, what's that like for you? Congratulations. First player up there. How did it feel?
Nerve-wracking.
Live from the Sky News Centre, this is Sky News.
Good morning. You're watching Sky News. It's Sunday, the 17th of January.
Caroline, do you think it made a difference? Did they have any effect on it?
It certainly made a difference at the time in terms of awareness amongst the public. And now when you hear that record again, every single person knows the words, everybody knows the sentiment.
That you need this and you're riveted by it every day.
Well, it's a love-to-hate relationship, isn't it? When you drive down the motorway and there's a car crash on the other carriageway, you have to slow down and take a look. It is total car crash viewing, and it's about the soap opera of someone else's life. And no matter how sort of wrong that seems or how much you kind of think, well, there's other stuff out there, we must be consuming it. We must be constantly wanting it because they're printing it and it's selling newspapers. So, and you just can't help but look. It's like I don't want to look, I don't want to look. I just have a little peek.
Well, Sue, you're the news.
You didn't go to the hairdressers before you got here.
I went to your hairdressers.
That's it for now. We'll be back at 10:15 with another update, so I will see you then. Until then, have a good evening. Thanks for watching.